and we are back here in Game 2 between Bolsa Grande and Dr. Norman. They have switched sides, so Bolsa Grande will be the purple/red team this game, and Dr. Norman will be the blue team. So here we have the second game coming up for you in this best of 3. This is the High School Star League tournament, and first game went to Dr. Norman, so let's see if they can close the series out or if Bolsa Grande can make a comeback. I'm Zirene, and I'm here with Tasty Nubbinz, and how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. That was a really good first game. And right off the bat, we have Nunu and Zyra being banned. And gonna go ahead and let everybody else see what we're seeing here.
I just dropped a steel girder on my foot.
Oh, that sounds terrible. So we actually have Nunu, Blitz, and Zyra being banned by Dr. Norman. And over on Bolsa Grande, we have Zac, Zed, and Thresh being banned now. Whereas previously they had banned Blitz, Vayne, and Thresh. So Vayne left open. Not sure if that was because they didn't want to deal with that, or if because they just thought that Vayne was just a terrible thing to... Yeah, there's Vayne going to be picked up there. Yeah. So maybe it was a targeted ban that just got through because they didn't want to deal with that Zac and Zed.
Yeah, all the targeted bans coming back through because they saw last game how much Zac and Zed made the impact of it, as well as Zyra being banned out because that was actually problematic. Zed wasn't able to get as far ahead early as he could have. Had Zed been able to get ahead early, he would have been able to split push a lot stronger and not been stopped by Shen half the time, and would have been able to actually take that a step further. And I'm gonna go get Aspirin.
Okay. So it looks like we have a Janna and a Caitlyn looking to be picked up in that bottom lane for Bolsa Grande right now. So Bolsa Grande, that's a very strong lane. It has a lot of tower push potential, a lot of poke. The shield allows Caitlyn to trade at the longest ADC range in the game and not have to worry about taking damage in return because the shield will just soak it up. And she even does more damage with the Eye of the Storm on her from that shield. So very great pickup there, very great combination. Not sure if they have the synergy with it though. And so it looks like Scar are going to run that, and so is I Am Stalking You. So over on the team of Dr. Norman, we're going to have Vayne being that first pickup like I had talked about previously. Not going to do too well against the Caitlyn in the lane matchup, so we might see a lane swap come so that Vayne can farm freely. And we're going to have Elise and Xin Zhao being picked up there. Probably a lane Elise and a Xin Zhao in the jungle most likely, but Elise can also jungle as well, and Xin can lane, but usually you pick him as a counter to certain laners. But Bolsa Grande hasn't locked in their mid or top laner, so not sure why the Xin Zhao would be in a lane. So I'm going to stick with that hypothesis that he's going to end up in the jungle. And looks like Elise, very great pickup, but this is 3.10, so she has been nerfed a tiny bit. Still a great character all around. Looks like Meichu over on Bolsa Grande, hovering over that Jarvan pick, possibly in the jungle there. Wants that control, wants that Cataclysm and the EQ combo, the Demacian Standard Dragon Strike. Knock up, very low cooldown. I believe you can knock people up every 4 seconds if you have max CDR and max rank of Dragon Strike. So, and you can use it on the same standard twice. And then we're going to have RG Killinator picking up that Nidalee there. Looks like he's probably going to bring that into the mid lane. And so that gives an opportunity for a counter pick from Dr. Norman. So Permalove was the mid laner last game. Not sure what he's going to do this time. And Zed is banned out, so he will probably have to go for a different pick currently. Well, he will have to go for a different pick. That's not a probably. And in the meantime, going to talk a little bit about that Nidalee. Not sure if that's going to be a Bruiser Nidalee up in the top lane or an AP Nidalee in the middle lane. RG Killinator did lock that in. He was the top laner last time, so on that Shen. So not sure what he's going to do with that. Opted not to go with the Shen once again, or they're going to pick that up as a last pick. And it looks like we have Fabric Rabbit hovering over the Yorick. And are you there again?
I am here. I am back.
All right, welcome back.
No more hard foot pain that's destroying me.
That's some really quick working aspirin. Are you lying to me?
No.
It just relieved it immediately?
Oh, I got an ice pack too.
Okay. So this stream is brought to you by Aspirin and Ice Packs. They immediately relieve pain.
Hey, whoa,
no lies.
Whoa. The sponsorships, man. We I don't think we're allowed to do that.
It's okay. I don't think they mind free advertising.
We can be sponsored by off-brand aspirin featuring Terry the Tiger.
Aw. Off-brand? So it's like something you got at a random Safeway or something?
Exactly. Alrighty then.
Well, it looks like
to what I was trying to say before foot pain. Well, I wasn't trying to say before foot pain, but get what I mean. Uric, pub stop bully. Seems like Fabric Rabbit is enjoying those bully type of top laners. Last game playing Rumble against Shen. Now playing Yorick
against most likely that is a solo top Nidalee. Probably going to go AP. Don't see the AD attacks be Nidalee solo top anymore. But I'm kind of eager to see how this goes because Nidalee can heal up for a bit of the damage that Yorick is able to sustain with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so Nidalee can heal that damage as well, like you were saying. Not sure if he's going to go AP or if he's going to go Bruiser Nidalee. Most likely a Bruiser Nidalee up in the top lane. Killinator did lock that in. There hasn't been a swap yet, and Sinto picked up that Xerath. Probably going to go in the mid lane with that one. And it looks like as we get into the delay in about 40 seconds, I can actually take away the summoner spells and we can talk about who is actually in the jungle on this matchup. So, once again, RG Killinator hasn't swapped yet. Looks like he'll be up top. Sinto looks like he'll be in the mid. Fabric Rabbit most likely in that top lane. And then Permalove hasn't swapped out that Elise, so it looks like it's a mid Elise. And we're going to have Maga Sunday in the jungle on that Xin Zhao.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a swap either and bring that Yorick mid. Just because of how well he's able to sustain
against...
Yeah,
I would complete your thought, but we haven't been casting...
Pulls.
Okay. What?
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 What? So, I would complete your sentences, but, you know, we haven't casted together enough. I'm just now finishing, you know, your drinks and your food. So, we'll get to that level eventually. I could finish your sentences, but it looks like we're actually getting into that delay here for the 3 minutes, so I can actually... Oh, well.
Summoners. Show us the summoners.
They've been shown the entire time because I actually didn't edit them. That's what I was doing on that previous screen last time, and I actually had a little brain fart there and I actually didn't do it. But not a huge deal coming out here. Not a lot of counterplay out there. You know, I just the only thing that looks nobody like took a teleport and then somebody else took a teleport as well.
I know.
So not a lot of effect there on the game, but a lot of effect on the way that I look because I was talking about the summoner spells and the possibility of somebody being in a different lane, and I just look like I look like a dummy. I look like a dummy.
I was so pumped up because I thought, hey, this is gonna be a jungle Vayne with the TS type comp with support, you know, crowd control support bot with Xin Zhao, early level 2 all in, like you saw them get their butts kicked against Vulcan with. But actually a comp that actually works and they can make it work. The problem is, I don't want to get into a lot of things because none of you have any idea what I'm talking about, but Team Solomon ran a comp with crowd control support bottom with 80 carries in Zhao, lane swap, trying to go for as much as they can earlier. And was kind of hoping to see that here, but unfortunately we weren't able, so upsetting, I know.
And we could see a lane swap here from either team. It's kind of mutually beneficial, but there's always drawbacks when you have a Vayne versus a Caitlyn. You can be outplayed very easily, or if they lane swap, Caitlyn fares much easier at taking turrets than Vayne does, and pushing waves. The Piltover Peacemaker just annihilates those waves. She can clear right through them very quickly, whereas Vayne is an only single target character. None of her abilities affect multiple targets at all.
Definitely to the point. Short and sweet, so 40 seconds left to the lane. Quite an awkward number. Here we are. Looks like things are happening. Composition-wise, I gotta know, who do you think has this one team fight-wise?
Team fight-wise, I'm gonna have to give it over. Oh, wow, that is tricky because there's the Cataclysm, which can lock people up. They don't have a lot of AoE to take advantage of it, but Sinto, it will help him land all of his abilities. Xerath, kind of hard to land all of his abilities accurately, but at the same time, there's a lot of disengage with the Tidal Wave and also the Crescent Sweep coming out from Xin Zhao. And if Lucid Air gets fed and Fabric Rabbit uses his not Children of the Grave, his oh lordy, his ultimate, we'll just call it his ultimate right now. Children of the Grave is Mordekaiser's.
Oh lordy.
Oh lordy. If he uses his ultimate on Vayne, it's just twice the threat. Well, I guess 1.75 the threat. It's incredible the amount of damage that Vayne can do, and then if you take out Vayne, she'll just pop back up and just continue beating on your team. So yeah. That'll be really scary. So I don't know who I give it to right now, but skin advantage wise, I give it to. Looks like it's over for Dr. Norman. They have 2-1.
Dr. Norman, gotta love Dr. Norman's
allegiance. Wait. Nope. I give it to Bolsa. They swapped sides. They did it to me.
3,
They set me up.
Oh, it's 3-1.
3, 2.
Oh, 2.
It's 2-1. But in the favor of Bolsa. Because
Did I
Bolsa,
ask for your input?
It's
3-1. Shh. No, I'm just kidding.
okay. Okay, don't beat me again.
Alrighty then. So, getting into this one, it is 2-1, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh. Wow, I'm bad.
Wow, is it
Okay.
really 2-1? Who's been saying that this entire time?
Alright, I can understand where you might be a little bit upset, so let me begin my 3-part apology by saying I think you're a
3-part.
terrific person, and
That's a lot of time, but we're not going to use up all that time. 'Cause
so
somebody's
getting just about. What?
it looks like somebody's running this on a toaster, so props to MAGA Sunday for figuring out how to run League of Legends on a toaster. And looks like everybody else is pretty much loaded in this game, aside from Fabric, Rabbit, and Killinator. So once again, the teams have swapped sides. We're going to have Dr. Norman on the blue team, and then we're going to have Bolsa Grande on the purple side. And we have MAGA Sunday in the jungle on that Xin Zhao. We're going to have Nami being played by Shaniqua Hoshi as the support. We're going to have Lucid Air on that Vayne as the ADC. And we're going to have Elise being played by NXS Permalove in the middle lane. And then we're going to have Undertaker Yorick being played by Fabric Rabbit in the top lane. And do you want to take purple team?
I want to take whatever team's going to win. Just tell me what team's going to win.
Okay, well, I will just cover the rest then. So it looks like we're going to have Bolsa Grande with that Janna being played by Scar800 as the support. We're going to have Caitlyn being played by I Am Stalking You in that bottom lane as the ADC. And then we're going to have Meichu on that Jarvan as the jungler. And then we're going to have RG Killinator up in the top lane playing most likely a Bruiser Nidalee. And then we're going to have Sinto as Xerath in that middle lane. And I'm not familiar with middle lane matchups too much. Does a Xerath do well against an Elise? Because he did pick it afterwards.
Well, I do want to say, Xerath is the most clunky champion in this game, but when he activates his Locus of Power, sorry, not Lotus. Lotus, what is it? Anyway, getting that such a range advantage, he's going to be able to farm a lot with his Arcano Pulse. Arcano Pulse? Is that his...
That's his cue.
Yeah, so with that range advantage, he's going to be able to outrange Elise so hard. And if he can poke enough, because, Elise isn't probably going to go for as much spell vamp with the little bit of HP she gets off of her W and Spider. I just don't think it's going to be enough. So I'm going to give that edge to Xerath. Anyway, I want to do something completely off topic, but I don't know if I can. Maybe you can.
You're scaring me. What is it?
I just want to do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Hello, New York. My name is Nick Gagavasi here on 97.1 The Buzz. 1, 2, 3, The Buzz. This is Classic Rock Radio 1117, 97.5 The Buzz.
Oh.
As condemned going on, I meet you. Damage coming. It doesn't look like the Aqua Prison is enough. I think 2 repelled. Sorry, I had to do that.
That was interesting, and then we had the fight break out. They wanted you to stop doing that.
I don't know. I like that this giant is like 97.5 The Buzz. Hope your #1 classic rock hits of the 80s. I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. Don't hate me for everyone.
That's something you can do on your own time in your room by yourself when you're alone, and then listen to it again, and admire it, because
man.
it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. I liked it, but there was a fight breaking out right there.
I should be this jockey. Man, I got to the fight, to be fair.
Yeah, you did, but I don't know.
Anyway,
but that's
back to topic off of my stupidity.
Yeah, that's gonna be a flash from Meichu there, so he's not gonna have that flash up for any ganks. If he can blow somebody else's flash by using a Demacian standard Dragon Strike combo and knocking somebody up and scaring a flash out of them, he won't be able to follow it up.
Now I have a question.
Okay, is it gonna be
What do you think of this Nidalee? It looks like it's 80 attack speed, soon to be Nidalee. What do you think? I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm not quite sure how it fares off in Season 3, so.
an attack speed Nidalee?
80 attack speed Nidalee solo top, man.
With armor penetration. He's got armor pen.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna fare against a Yorick. He did bring that Doran's Blade into lane. He is just trying to be annoying and poke and have that bush control for the movement speed. So Not sure what that's going to do for him. Yorick is one of those characters that I don't see a lot of play of recently, so I'm not sure about matchups for him. But Killinator using a lot of mana pretty early on right now.
Kind of awkward from Fabric as well. He started with that for the harass with the Omen of Pestilence is level 2. Neglected to go for the healing star, basically heal for all the damage it's done with that Omen on his E.
Oh,
now with that harass doing pretty
now
good
he
damage.
has it.
Yeah, he's gonna be one bad lane bully, my friends. One lane bully.
But RG Killinator gonna have that sustained from his E. Oh, and they are pinging out. They're pinging out Meichu right now. He is standing on a ward. He doesn't have his flash available, has both double buffs. He is gonna walk into the lane though.
Let's keep things going here, and I'm getting messages. My mic is cutting out, but I think that's because I'm taking my hand off the push to talk too quick.
Oh, you're using push to talk on Skype?
I use push to talk.
Oh, okay.
That might be it. Just a task. Looks like Mega Sunday going in, repelling. Is the cocoon at his disposal at this point? Is going to land, and damage is coming in. Sinto forced to flash. Flash coming out for Mega Sunday. More damage coming back, and first blood to Perma. Very nice play there. So Perma picking up another one. First blood, getting a hit.
And see, they knew they could go in on that because they saw Meichu down bottom, that they knew that there was no possibility of a counter gank there. So when you know when you know where the jungler is, you know where he isn't. Which, you know, it sounds dumb, but it's so true. When you know he's bottom, you're like, oh, he's not gonna be middle for at least 20 seconds. So we can totally take this.
You can see how badly, man. Poor Kilo getting bullied so incredibly hard in the top lane. I don't know. You can't really beat a York in that kind of matchup. You just have to try to do a little better each time. Looks like that's what he's going for. As the gang comes in on the bot, double gang as a matter of fact. Jumping in is Sunday, getting it to knock up on a Meichu, jumping in there, bubbling straight out of a trap. That looks like he'll make it out with his life, just barely.
Saved by the condemn.
Yeah, we kind of that was awkward. Flag and drag plus condemn plus
Yeah, see,
bubble plus.
Lucid Air tried to smack him into the wall with the condemn, but he used his dragon strike onto the Demacian standard, but the standard was off to the left. It wasn't straight in a line, so he actually put himself in a great position to get knocked away. If he had done it straight, he would have probably ended up right next to the tower, but into the wall, because of the angle that Lucid Air was standing at. So, really great play there, but sadly Lucid Air condemning him away instead of into something. I guess he condemned him into safety, if we can call that into something.
So,
Ooh,
it's like going on as Sinto as well. Repel not going to land, but oh my goodness, the poke from Perma. This lane matchup was going exactly how I didn't think it was going to. I figured Sinto lane, you know, the looks of power and the Arcano Pulse of fun time with that poke, man. I figured that was gonna be so much more. He's just getting eaten alive by those cocoons and spiders.
And that was a really interesting play there by Permalove. Permalove used the repel to dodge the Arcano Pulse, which is a huge part of Sinto's damage. Since he isn't level 6 just yet, he doesn't have his ultimate. I think it's Arcane Barrage, which is pretty funny because that's really close to Kog'Maw's W, which is Bio Arcane Barrage.
And you know what Kog'Maw's ultimate's called? Living Artillery.
Yep.
Wink, wink. You know, Ezreal's ultimate's called True Shot Barrage. Wink, wink.
Are we just saying all the things that are like barrages? And up top we have J4 coming around the side. He is standing on a ward though.
Pretty sure Cannon Barrage is GP's ulti. Huh?
They just like barrages. That's what
Barrages.
I'm learning.
Good word. I like the word. So, getting back out of there. All right, I got this now.
And it looks like Xin Zhao in the jungle, just gonna be pinged right there by his own team. That's strange. I don't know if they're calling for help or anything along those lines. Ultimates are available to both the middle laners and the top laners right now. So I think we're gonna see an all-in from somebody very shortly.
I'm expecting it to happen from Perma in the mid lane, as he's just doing so incredible. That's a lot of pings.
Yeah.
Anyway, so currently much is the red buff.
So the blue buff spawns for Bolsa right now, and at the same time, Meichu's actually waiting for Dr. Norman's blue buff to spawn because he wants to steal that.
Absolutely, has the timers, man. Has the timers set.
Oh.
It is going on. York pops that second life. His spears are coming out, but looks like the trade's not gonna be enough. And I can't do this.
What?
Nothing. I tried to cast that without having a push to talk down. It just doesn't work right for me. So I'm just gonna try to hold down my push to talk more. Apparently, like, I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know. Apparently, like, my mic comes out as the
Up
gauge
top,
is
though.
going on. Make coming out, double damage. It looks like the trade's coming out, but anyway. Apparently, my mic cuts out whenever I talk fast.
Oh.
Has that been
Oh.
happening in here?
Yeah, it cuts out a little bit. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. Like, is it my push to talk?
It might be
I
a
have no
push
idea if it's
talk.
my push to talk.
It could possibly be my connection to you on Skype, but
Hang on, I have an idea. Let me change and host this call really quick. We can change it really quick.
oh, okay. Okay.
Alright. Let's see what happens here. Let's take some of the pressure off of your bandwidth connect and your download speed.
Pretty much sounds the same right now, but yep. Get,
Yeah, you know what? You know what, Zirene? Alright, so bubble landed. Not quite enough follow-up damage, but great poke from Shaniqua.
That was a really great poke. He did end up getting face checked right there. So Scar taking a lot of poke there. He can't sustain that because he is Janna, just has the shields available to him. Doesn't have a heal like Ebb and Flow like Nami does. So looks like the lane's just going back to farming right now. There is a 800 gold lead in the favor of Dr. Norman, and they've been doing pretty well for themselves this game.
Doing pretty well. Shaniqua's pretty low tidal wave coming out. Final hour is popped, and it looks like Exhaust sitting on Lucid Monsoon goes down as well as the shield. And I don't think they're gonna be able to pick anything up. That's a very unfortunate series of events.
Is he looking for the ace in the hole? He can't see. He can't see Shaniqua.
I don't think it would do enough damage anyway.
The Ebb and Flow getting him up to a little bit out of that range where he would be taken out by an ace in the hole.
Looks like May's coming up here for a gank in the top lane through lane. Now, could be caught out as Fabric does not have ward coverage, so it looks like he will just have to back off as they're not gonna be able to make anything out of it.
Well, it's really hard to have ward coverage underneath the enemy turret. I'm just saying. I mean, you can only do so much in this game.
He came to try.
Oh wow, the repel.
It is true, and Sinto going down pretty low. There's a trying ignite ticking. Last tick, not gonna be enough, but something happened there. Damage is coming, jumping out of the Cataclysm.
That kind of looked like he was dodging his own Jarvan.
That's what I'm saying. No, it looks like Maga onto Scar. He's tanking just a tad, but not gonna be able to get a knockup yet. Trying to get it as best he can, but he's gonna be forced to back out, unfortunately. So 1-0 in favor of Team Norman, and they're gonna expand their lead to just about 1K.
So yeah, they do have that 1K gold lead coming out here because they are up 2 kills. Oh, engagement coming out.
Diving Cocoon lands, but the flag and drag coming out. Shield for Janna, too strong as Bolsa. And it looks like Scar might end up tanking this one for the win. No kills, no casualties.
Yeah, they both walk away from that one pretty unhealthy though. Both junglers gonna have to back, I assume, but Maga Sunday not backing just yet. Dragon is up, and it is about that time where it would start to be contested, depending on how well the bottom lane's going. But oh, Permalove.
Oh, Perma, go back in on it. Please hit that. Oh no, the Cocoon misses, so they're not able to go back in on Sinto. That's unfortunate.
And Killinator's been doing pretty well in this top lane for himself. He's ahead in CS, and Fabric Rabbit's out of mana.
I don't know, awkward events too. I mean, he's getting bullied hard, but made that first back to get the Vep Scepter and has been healing for all the damage, plus the heal from his E that he gets, so he's been healing for more damage than York can deal. Very, very nice on that end. So now not being bullied as much as, hey, hell, you one up your face.
One up your face?
What? Yes.
Your face. But
Run up your face.
Mega Sunday,
Break
Maga
your hip.
Sunday, gonna hold this top lane for his laner while Fabric Rabbit goes back and actually picks up a Glacial Shroud now, wants that armor. Oh! Jumping straight in there.
The Ignite trying to bait it. Looks like Killinator's gonna pick up one and they're going back. The double ulti's coming out. 2 lives for the York. But that is in Italy, and they like to get away like little tiger leopard thingies they are. Flash coming out with a slow. Not gonna be enough. So Killinator picking out one for himself and getting the heck out of there.
And that is going to cue his team that it's time for Dragon. They just killed the jungler. No Smite Steal at all available. And
So this Dragon will be uncontested. 3-1
Red team has slain the
for
dragon.
Bolsa.
Bolsa now in the gold league.
Bolsa?
Bolsa. I believe it's
Bolsa?
Bolsa Grande. So
Bolsa Grande. Anyway,
they're 300 in the
Goldie.
lead now.
300.
And Fabric
Back
Rabbit.
down.
Oh, go ahead.
Taking back down indeed. Now you go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say Fabric Rabbit doing some damage to that top turret. He did push Killinator out of that lane, so Killinator had to back, but Killinator did pick up a kill for himself, picking up that Tiamat. And it looks
Yeah,
like
we
he's
need to
looking for a
pick up
Ravenous
a team
Hydra.
out on middle.
Looking for the Ravenous Hydra. Wants that sustain in lane.
We think of time at on Italy with basically the only procs in the leopard form.
I think he's looking to just attack speed himself in human form with the heal, swap into leopard form, and just do a lot of damage. And granted, Ravenous Hydra is great for sustain as well. And since he is
Absolutely.
against pretty much a melee character on York, he's going to be fine. And he'll also destroy the ghosts a little faster, and he'll be able to heal off of them as well.
So a bit of a pause coming out. Both sides. Gotta love that 80 attack speed in Italy. Anyway, matchup's coming. Looking at the CS leads, looks like Stalking U's ahead 15 on good guy Lucid. Just like last time, was kind of mixed up there. But the CS lead, the big one that I'm looking at, is in the mid lane. You can see Xerath too far behind at 0-2. 30 CS back on Perma, who played outstanding last game, is playing outstanding this game. With taking that, probably gonna see it even more.
And it looks like Unpause coming out here, and Killinator just getting poked under turret right now. Bad guy Yorick harassing me.
That guy, poor guy. One-upped in the face, man. That's what happens when you try to one-up somebody. In
Why?
the face.
Why does I Am Stalking You have a cloth armor? That's what I want to know. Oh wow, in the mid lane.
The lane damage is coming. Ignite on. I couldn't really pick that one up because I was too puzzled by Stalking You picking up a cloth armor. That kind of puzzled me.
Oh, and the tidal wave gonna miss everybody.
Family does, but another kill picked up for Perma. 3-0, so far ahead of Force Sinto. It looks like he might be able to push on and get this turret for the first turret of the game.
And that's gonna go. Has
More fights coming in. Meichi trying to protect him, but the turret will go down, and Perma trying to look for another one.
Turret has been destroyed.
Cocoon doesn't hit, but picking up the kill. So Permalove now 4-0 with 4 out of the 5 kills on his team.
And it looks like he just picks that one up really easily there. But you know, he juked the Cocoon, but it gave Perma enough time to pick up the kill. And it looks like he's looking for some action down bottom. Gonna run into Killinator in this bush though.
Perma. Oh, Perma. Does he have the damage? Oh my goodness, look at that damage, but repelling out. Nothing to jump to, so he's gonna try to
Oh,
dodge it.
Sinto.
Doesn't look like he'll make it out. Shutdown gold? Shutdown gold for the Zirene. Kilo trying to do some fallback damage, but meanwhile, York Mori up in the top lane. Going in for the turret. Gonna be able to pick it up. So,
Sinto getting engaged on
not
again.
that trade. Sinto getting engaged on again, getting a stun, but flashing out of the bubble. And he will stay alive.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And that is a second turret for Dr. Norman right now. And there's one turret in the favor of Bolsa Grande. Dragon will be up very shortly. It was taken earlier pretty easily, I believe.
Blue team's
Uncontested.
turret has been destroyed.
And gold is now even with that turret takedown bottom. And
Wait, what?
I'm still
Also red side.
Bolsa is red side.
So, Dr. Norman
Mhm.
has the 2-kill lead. Okay.
Yeah.
I was a little bit confused for a second.
Yeah, Dr. Norman has the 2-kill lead. I believe there was a dragon picked up, though, for Bolsa that was uncontested because they had killed Xin Zhao up top.
Are you live on your spectator client?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let me do that.
So, looks like Killinator going to walk straight into Fabric Rabbit here.
Okay, I'm back at live, so we're good. I can see what's happening now. Everything is A-okay. I can...
And so, in the middle...
Okay.
Permalove. Very scary to Sinto right now. Sinto is so scared of this spider.
Yeah, being forced to farm with that locus of power, trying to be... I don't know, he has that early death cap. Look at AP coming down. He has 230. Elise only with 144, so Xerath could out-damage Elise this early on, despite having that Haunting Guys and Negatron look, so probably not.
Oh, up top
Never
looks
mind.
like
Disregard
Killinator
saying
getting
that.
all in right now by Fabric Rabbit.
Not necessarily trying to, but it's an Elise. You need to get out of there.
Ooh, Meichu.
Now engaged going on mid. Hey, you're getting engaged on. Looks like Zin going in. Cataclysm onto it. Flag and drag out of there with the AoE from Sinto. Trying to do damage, but he goes down to Perma. Now that chase is on. The good guy, Meiji.
Oh!
Nice. Nice knock out of there. Now May trying to get it for the win. Cocoon lands Ignite, tank it. Tower flag and drag for the win. Flash out. Meiji picking it up on the Perma. No need to coming back.
That was beautiful all around. That was a 2-for-1, I believe, in the favor of Bolsa right there. Oh wow, and they aren't done yet. But Killinator, I guess they are done now. But that was incredible. That was a really great play coming out there. Sadly, Meichu did lock up his own teammate in the Cataclysm, and Sinto was like, "You set me up. Why'd you leave me in here?" Left him in the crater, and that couldn't have felt good as a Xerath. Very immobile.
Well, it was
He had used his stun on the repel. He had thrown his little thing that puts the charge on him to stun, and he repelled up, so was put on cooldown, didn't have the stun available to him, so Perma was just going to go ham on him, just went all in. They killed Sinto. Meichu, they wanted to pick him up again, so the flash came out from Maga Sunday, the beautiful crescent sweep to get him backwards, but too many tower hits. Permalove also got knocked up by the Dragon Strike, Demacian standard combo.
And it looks like Sinto trying to keep Mega Sunday out of there, but red team takes the tag. Now Maga, you're down for the count, my friend. So stop keep picking that one up. Tidal Wave coming in. Fabric is here. This is a 4v4 right now at the moment. Perma picking up the one as Sinto 1-for-1 trade so far. That final hour coming out from good guy Lucid trying to go condemn, not gonna be able to get the tower stun thingy. He's all sitting on Lucid. Fight still going to continue. It looks like they will try to disengage. Dragon going to Team Balsa.
And it looked like Maga Sunday wanted to get in there and get the dragon. He didn't have flash available to him, so he knew he was going to die, but he wanted it to be worth it. And then they all started following up after that. And it really wasn't a great fight for either team. It was very sloppy all around. And a fight's still happening. What am I talking about?
Started Cataclysm coming from May. Shoot, Permafrost. Frost. Yeah, that would be a Sage 1 to eat. Perma picking up one. H picking up another one. Double for him. Now H try to get away. He will not be repelled to, so he will make it out with his life.
Yeah, the repel range nerfed a little bit. Oh, Maga Sunday gonna get stunned.
And he can take in with those arcane barrages. Though he steps forward, he will be able to make it out. So much harass
Ace in
coming
the
out.
hole
Hard.
did just come up though.
Yeah, in range? In range? Not in range.
Doesn't look like he's in range.
I'm upset. Tasty is upset.
And that was such a long engagement that Ace in the Hole actually came back up. So that was just a really, really prolonged fight all throughout that. And Bolsa taking another turret. So they now have 3 turrets and they are up 2k gold.
Very nice lead for themselves, picking them up with the damn. Quite impressive of a comeback. They were down just a tad bit ago, so making the plays, coming back, taking a lead, expanding their horizon. As it looks like Nidalee with that Giant's Belt now after finishing up the Hydra. I don't wonder what she's gonna build that into.
The Giant's Belt,
Cape?
it'll probably be a Sunfire Cape. It's quite possible it could be a Frozen Mallet. Not sure what she wants to do with that, but it looks like he does want to favor that Cougar form. So, opting to itemize around that as opposed to the spears. Not going to have a lot of AP, so the spears are going to hit kind of like a wet noodle. It's like he's tossing a noodle at them, like a pool noodle.
A wet noodle.
Yeah. Oh.
Noodle, and it looks like Kill's getting engaged on, flashing out. Should be able to make it. Look at that noodle he threw. Start calling those noodles this game. Hope you realize this.
Oh well, he's only got, he's got such low AP that they might as well be noodles.
I don't care, man. I'm gonna call him noodles this game. Every time it throws a spear.
Oh, is he gonna get it? He gets it with the attack reset.
GG. Picking that one up, and now it looks like Team Norman possibly coming for a 4-man, 5-man push onto the bottom lane to try and... Oh, they're going to try to dive on stalking you. Let's see, this lane is pushing.
It's scary.
Lane is pushed up. Here we go, they're trying to trade. Oh, final hour doesn't even need it. Flash and final hour. Silver bolts for the...
He EQ'd backwards and flashed forwards.
I was kind of wondering about that.
Wasn't in turret range. Not sure why he wasn't just poking from a safe distance. He does outrange Vayne by 100.
It looks like a turret race coming here for red and blue. They're going to keep it up. Are they going to keep it up? I don't know if Fabric can defend this by himself. Pick it up. Good damage on Scar. Exhausted. Hunter going down for blue. Trying to push it out. Oh my goodness. It looks like Fabric Rabbit getting engaged on by Killinator. Damages. But that is one strong Cougar, my friend. And it looks like Meichu coming in and stealing kill. Good guy scumbag.
Oh, Permalove! Can he do it?
Oh
Ace in the hole!
Oh.
Red team's turret
Oh.
has been destroyed.
No repel. No repel for that.
Appreciate wrecked the camera. My bad. So engages up there. Turret for turret, but mid lane map control definitely be taken. Now it looks like they're going back in on stalking you, but he needs to back out. It's 2v1. Probably can't take it. Uh-oh.
And this...
Kill and Meichu picking it up. Turrets for one.
Oh!
On Lucid. The damage is coming. Are you gonna get in there? Come on, Killinator, get in there. Jump in there. Use your W. Jumping in there. Damage is coming. Barrier pot. Condemn plus silver bolts. That may be why you didn't do that.
And that was well played by Lucidaire there, able to get out of that. I am stalking you, trying to turn this around though. He doesn't have his Caliber net available. He just used it and opts to back out there instead of going head to head with Maga Sunday. And the game's kind of falling apart for Dr. Norman. They were all over the place there. Couldn't really make a good call. Ended up getting a tier 2 turret, but they lost an inhibitor turret, so not worth.
Not worth in the least. And this game is kind of...
What?
I want to say, this game is kind of all over the place in its own. I mean, leads changing, ahead in kills, behind 3k gold, 4 towers to 5. It's a really close game. And the smallest throw could change the tides completely. Like, I don't know, man. Like, 40 CS up on a Yorick is Italy. That's really, really strong to this point, so. Oh, damage.
It looks like it is a 4v5, though, because Perma is pushing the top lane. You know, he pushed the top lane as Zed, so now he's pushing it as Elise. So it seems to be in his favor, or in his playstyle right there.
Have to remember, man, pushing 2 inhibs. Dragon will be up soon, most likely. Should be going for that. But Killinator is there. Does good damage. Dragon is now on. And it looks like Team Bolsa trying to play.
Oh, Killinator.
Killinator is below.
Back to the Dragon. Getting in there. Can he get it? Red team picks up. Fatal smite for the win. Now the engage coming. Monsoon plus Cataclysm. Get the heck out of my face. And the fight continues. Now Meichu trying to continue. Losing, taking down Sinto. Flag and drag over the wall. Tidal wave gonna land onto 2 as the fight goes nuts. Bubble onto stalking you. And now Scar going down as well as most likely stalking you. Can he make it? I don't know if he can make it.
Oh no.
Ow. Try to find him. Double kill for Yorick Mori.
The ace in the hole probably wasn't the best move there.
And looks like they're going top inhibitor turret, or bottom inhibitor turret rather. Denying the creep wave, so Jorcat. No, he does not. He does have a nice bit of armor, so he will be able to tank just a tad, but Meichu's coming back. So they won't be able to completely push it.
Sinto actually got taken out there in a 1v1. Oh.
Deeps.
Yeah, Lucidaire is getting fat. He's getting really fat.
You know, even the most terrible Vayne can carry late game by going 14.
That's absolutely true. What happened there was Sinto got 1v1 by Lucidaire there, so the fight ended up being a 3v4 in the end by the Dragon Pit. They had cut off the AP carry, cut off Xerath with the Vayne, and he just made quick work of him and then swooped around the side of the fight, came from a really great angle.
And all that time, Perma and Nidalee, or Perma and Kilo rather, just trying to exchange top lane. But you have to remember, both of these dragon fights that have occurred and tried to go for steal, neither one have gone to Team Norman, so gold lead expanding, but still rather close for Team Balsa. But I mean, hey man, 2 dragons for not incredibly lost. Considered alright, condemn into the wall. Jenna, you can make it. Just have the I think I can mentality. Oh, I think I can. Fabric flashing on. You don't. You can't do it. Flag and drag ace. The whole coming onto Zin. He will stay alive. Double kill for Fabric Rabbit. He's going in onto I am stalking you with ghouls.
And there's the double Vayne.
Yeah, the double Vayne. That's turret damage at its finest. And it looks like this turret will go down. Tier 2 enter turret. And now maybe the push continue.
And the gold is dead even now.
Dead even. 28 minutes in. This is a close game. I'm eager to see how it ends. I don't even know how it's going to end, but it's going to be by throw. This will not be one-sided. It will be by throw.
But I don't know, there's a 1-8 Xerath being played by Sinto right now, and he's just been giving up most of the kills on the team. He's over half the deaths of his, he's at half the deaths. He is half the deaths of his team.
Also the 300 AP with the CDR from that Morello Nomicon. Going to be able to spam those Arcano Pulse as well as the CDR, making his ultimate faster even though it's not on that big a cooldown to begin with. So despite being so far behind, he still does a good bit of damage.
Sunday gets caught out.
Oh, Sunday, you are going down, my friend. Stalking you's got him as the fight's going on mid lane as well. Star really low with Ignite, taking Purple Love coming in there. And it looks like Kilometer. Tidal Wave coming in. The damage is coming. Cocoon is going to miss. And re-engage possibility from Meichu. Please re-engage for me. I will love you forever if you re-engage. There's the Xerath that does do good damage, and now looks like Lucidaire with the Ghoul again. Double Vayne, double damage.
Oh, Sinto looking for the stun.
Oh,
Doesn't follow it up though. Doesn't have anything. Doesn't have his ultimate available. Yep. So this is a 4v4 in the middle. Both the support and the jungler are down, one on each of the teams. But the gold is still pretty much even here. And as Shaniqua starts heading to that Baron pit to start cleaning it up. But Sinto, gonna come from behind.
Oh,
nope.
Not gonna go in though. Scared of Shaniqua. Don't blame you, man. I'd be scared of Shaniqua too if Shaniqua was playing Nami.
I don't know what Shaniqua would do to me. That's Aqua Prison, man.
So look at his CSs now, seeing. Oh my goodness. Pillow so incredibly far of so far ahead of Fabric Rabbit as well. Perma back as far ahead of Sinto in the lane.
But see, his Fabric Rabbit's still relevant because all he has to do is use his ultimate on somebody who is fed. And then everything's fine. And that Sunfire Cape did come out for Nidalee, and he looks like he's working on possibly an Iceborne Gauntlet with that Glacial Shroud. Maybe a Frozen Heart to deal with Lucidaire. But I'm really surprised that we haven't seen a Randuin's Omen from any team just yet. I believe Jarvan is working on that, though. Oh, and Shaniqua.
Oh, Shaniqua, buddy, you can make it. Nice bubble. You might stay alive. No noodles. Oh, then going in. Nice Crescent Sweep as the Defiance re-engage going. Purple taking out Meichu. He gets caught. This could be the fight that Blue needs to get ahead. And it looks like final hour has popped. Damage is coming. Mega Sunday. You're trying to do as much damage as you can. Go down, but it's totally worth. And Lucidaire going in on his own. Tidal Wave landing onto several. It's a 3-on-2. Bye-bye Birdie and stalking you. You're not going to be able to make it, my friend. Ace for 2 and a great fight for Team Norman.
And that was a triple kill for Fabric Rabbit there. And he's gone 9-2. Almost the inverse score of Sinto right there. So Norman once again taking the lead in gold, having about a 1.6k gold lead, and they're looking to do the Baron now. They do have their tanky character alive. Well, I guess Xin Zhao's really the tanky character, so they have all those ghouls and spiders. So
So they have the damage. Looks like they have the damage.
It's like a 10v1 right now.
So opting to go for the Baron buff instead of the turret inhibitor, which they could have gotten as well. Nice change of events there. You see? Somebody DC. I think Yorick DC'd.
Team has slain Baron.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was happening there. That was really odd.
Hey, I'm just standing there. Standing there. Hey, I'm tanking Baron. I'm tanking. Hey, I'm not auto-attacking.
Well, they do pick up Baron for themselves, and they solidify a 3k gold lead now, as well as 10 kills in the lead. They haven't gotten any of the dragons, but they did get that first Baron of the game. And taking Baron instead of going for the turret and inhibitor, you know, it's an interesting move. It's definitely an interesting move. They could have probably gotten that. And, you know, Baron respawns, inhibitors, turrets don't, inhibitors do. So I'm not quite sure. It was a good call, though, because they did end up picking up the Baron for everybody on their team because they respawned right in time. So Lucid Air has it, and I believe
Also,
Shaniqua has it as well.
Speaking of dragons, Red taking another for themselves.
Oh, so gonna do a really good job there. 1.5k gold difference now between these two teams.
Looks like Blue trying to pick another fight. Have a little bit of confidence. Noodle lands onto Sunday. And it looks like now Baron buff on Blue team, aka Dr. Norman.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier about everybody has the buff, the Baron buff. That's what Yorick was standing around for. They all stopped. You thought we were like, did they DC? No, they were waiting for the respawns.
Oh, okay.
Being a bit of a team player there, playing it smart, making sure everybody gets it. They weren't in any danger. J4 was nowhere nearby.
So it looks like now time to siege up onto this mid lane inhibitor turret. No engages yet, but Baron buff is on. It looks like the Arcane Barrage coming out for Harass, but now he's got to use those. So Harass coming down, but now he does not have those for a while. And that could be just a tad problematic despite him being 1-9. Noodles coming out again. Great poke from Xerath. Look at those noodles.
Just such a little bit of damage. It does so little damage that it might as well just heal them when they hit.
Looks like healing up just a tad. Looks like Blue's not going to try to stretch their advantage too far except for Fabric Rabbit. I'm surprised. So Permalove cannot stand to leave here. They need Permalove. Doesn't matter if that wave is pushing. They can clear it later. If they win a fight, they can push and win. So they really need him here. But looks like they're going to try to disengage and I guess more time on their Baron buff. Baron buff is more than 2/3 of the way gone, so they really need to hurry up if they want to make use of it.
It looks like the ward coverage coming out for both teams is going to be a little questionable here. There isn't oracles on Shaniqua. Scar counter pushing mid. They do have an open inhibitor, so they don't actually need to take down an inhibitor turret to have access to this. They just need to blast all the way through it. And Permalove going to start pushing top and try to answer. It'll be a 4v5 if there is an engagement here. Vayne is not here yet. They're going to lose an inhibitor.
It's a tad problematic. Inhibitor goes down, and they're just making like, Perma, bro, I love you, but you need to stick with your team so you can fight and win.
Scar
Monsoon
Monsooning.
coming out. Does destroy a turret. Monsoon coming out for disengage. Looks like they're trying to go back and Fabric picking it up. 4v4. Support for... well, nobody.
The slows
Now
are
it
going
looks
to catch
like
up.
might be the right direction. Instead, I may stand to be proven wrong, rather. I guess someday getting hit with the noodle, trying to stay alive.
Red team's turret has been
Permalo
destroyed.
destroy inhibitor turrets, naked inhibit the top one. Now it looks like they're heading up in direction to split push it out. Good fights. 19 seconds on the death timer for Janna. My friends, here we go. Inhibitors tanking good damage. Below half HP's gonna get melted. Bye-bye inhib. That is a noodle for the win onto good guy elite. Irma, very, very low. Cataclysm put us on a Mega Sunday. Nice. Zenith Blade. Zenith Blade. What are you, Leona?
Nope. No Leona.
Oh my goodness. How did I get Crest Sweep and Zenith Blade mixed up?
I'm not sure, but looks like it'll be 4v5 now if they do try to engage this. Both teams lost an inhibitor, so they're both going to have super minions pushing in different waves, though. And I give the advantage for the inhibitor taking over to Dr. Norman, because the top inhibitor, the side inhibitors, are actually better than the middle inhibitors, because if the super minions push all the way up from the middle, they get hit by both turrets. They get hit by both Nexus turrets, whereas if it's just a side one, the caster minions don't get hit by both Nexus turrets. They only get hit by the ones. So those waves actually push a little bit better.
Push, it looks like distance pings coming. A lot of pings on them. All of Team Balsa trying to recall for this push. Baron buff is out. So, scared to see how this one goes, but, you know, who has confidence? They really need Perma here, though, for this fight. And I really hope Perma stays with them instead of going out to split push, but they need to stick together. Top inhib is gone, so there's nothing really to split push with no complementary minions. Complementary? Complementary. I'm so bad. Anyway.
And it looks like the Siege coming into the middle lane. They are going to have super minions, though, in that lane in the favor of Bolsa Grande. So Dr. Norman going to have a little bit of a harder time pushing. They're going to have to wait for their side lane to push as Yorick goes down bottom.
Sorry about that. Going down bottom. Baron buff is actually up in about a minute or so. So,
They are chasing down Perma right now.
chasing down. They really need to be careful. Don't you get caught. Cataclysm on. Please get out and live, Perma. You can't seem to die here. Nice repel, but please try to live. Oh,
Nope.
Sinto going down. They're going to tank this turret. That could not be worse for Team Norman. That could have just cost them a big loss. I'm trying to engage flag and drag onto Maga Sunday, and it looks like the gauge is for the win. Minions pushing up bottom lane.
Final hour is going to be down.
Damage. Final hour will be down, but it's on short cooldown. That might be up for next fight. Entirely sure. They are going back to negate those minions in the bottom lane, pushing incredibly strong. Turret at half HP, and they make it. Who's not making it? There's one. Oh, Caitlin's going back with the Peacemakers, and the turret's very low. At half HP.
Looks like, yeah,
Baron
Caitlyn's
is
gonna go clear that bottom. Baron up very shortly. And it looks like, once again, both teams have one inhibitor down, but the gold advantage is still in the favor of Dr. Norman, despite losing Permalove that last fight.
Unfortunate series of events, Permalove getting caught out, just leading to a very sloppy fight for them. The fact that just kind of destroyed it, so.
Oh, and Baron and Dragon are both live right now. Shaniqua clearing that out.
Pinked. It is pink, so Shaniqua's going to have to clear it, but they are going to have sight, and they are going to be able to get it, so unless they can clear it down very fast, this could be a tad problematic.
Caitlyn on
Clearing
inside
it fairly fast. It is being taken down easily. Baron getting taken down too quick before the Warden gets dropped. And now Baron going to Team Dr. Norm. And they are pinging for the next burst. The main is flooding the base.
And like I said, those actually work a little bit better because the caster minions are out of range of the secondary Nexus turret, so they actually just focus this one, and also they don't split their damage as well.
All this is going to be close. Going to be close, so stalking you, soloing the dragon, but at what cost? Baron and almost a Nexus turret.
Oh wow!
Goodness. Poor Shaniqua getting melted by the Arcane Barrage, and now 4v5.
No more support.
And it looks like
The inhibitor turret did respawn in the middle. Are they going to be really cheeky about this one? Try to go on around the side?
are they going to try to catch him out?
If they
They better not hop up for one more push.
Oh,
do
they
it.
see Lucid Air right there. And that's going to pull I'm stalking you off to the side. Interrupted his
And
beat.
now
They
they're
are gonna...
coming in. Oh my goodness, here it comes. Oh, the inhibitor might go down, but I don't care at what cost. Please go in there, Perma. You can do this with the damage. Oh, the damage. Mega Sunday, nice crescent sweep as Lucid Air is trying to do damage and stay alive on the back line. Bye, Birdie, keeping it up. Mega Sunday going down, and now the fight continues. Stalking you going. Lucid Air picking up Scar, and Lucid Air is still alive. That is not good. So is Perma. Full HP. And this fight is easily going in favor of Team Norman and now Permalove. Oh, nice cocoon, but very nice counter QSS. Cleanse, rather. And it looks like the fight going in favor. The damage
He's gonna get it!
Again from, oh, come on, keep it up. Lucid Air picking that one up. So now 4 for 2 in favor of Team Norman.
It looks like they're going to get this turret as well. Their inhibitor is not down. They didn't actually lose that. And they pushed mid up fantastically. And once again, Bolsa Grande losing that top inhibitor, but this time just to minions.
Destroyed. Red team's inhibitor has been
Doubling him going down. Now then. Looks like they're coming down to bot as well. So 3v1 here with those death timers. Janna is up. Doodle's going to miss, and I don't think they have enough to get this inhib. They better back out before they overstay. Good play by Dr. Norman.
And it looks like they're just going to back off of that one. Maybe look to see if the dragon's up, but it's not. They check it, they get that timer on it. And gonna be a little disappointed in that, but they do have a gold lead of 5k, so they can't be disappointed with that. Although they can't see it, they are up 10 kills. Once again, that Zirene is still 3-10, and that's got to be saying something about his positioning all game.
Not as much that as much as, holy cow, despite being 3-10, hey, I still do damage. Keep me relevant. I'm relevant, fools. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. He's still very relevant in these fights, does a lot of damage. But his positioning isn't the best. Oh, speaking of bad positioning.
Oh my goodness, Scar, little buddy. You might be able to bait it. Nice, Monsoon. Keeping it alive. Don't want to lose that. Wait. Oh, we're on, yeah, never mind. Don't want to lose that, Oracles. You're cool. Forgot those stay alive when you're dead.
Yeah, but although you die, it is a long death timer, so it uses up at least a fourth of it at this point.
Yeah, Toad's worth, I guess.
Yeah, oh yeah. He would have been dead for... He would have been dead for like 70 seconds at this point. Actually, he's level 14, so... not that long, but his Monsoon's a 2-minute cooldown. Don't know if he's going to need it in the next 2 minutes. He probably will, considering how much pushing is going on. There's only one inhibitor alive for Bolsa Grande right now. They're down 4k.
And they have no turrets to fall back to except for the Nexus turrets. Fabric Rabbit, very, very low. This could be the final fight of the game or the turnaround, depending on how it goes. We'll see. Coming up here, going to try to focus down on the inhibitor, maybe.
Well, all of their lanes are pushing, so if they play it safe, those are going to start flooding into the base and forcing a 4v5 in the bottom
Absolutely.
lane.
Looks like it might be now as Nidalee is top. They are going to flood in there with the Shirelia's pop. They're going to try to take this inhib. Perma getting a nice cocoon, taking out Sinto with 3 shots. Bye-bye, Birdie. Nigma picking that one up. Fight still going on. It looks like Lucid Air is untouched, and he's just doing damage from the backline, positively wrecking Faith. Perma picking up the kill on a kill. GG, well played, and this is game 2 with a 2-0 victory going to Team Dr. Norman.
And, you know, that, I would say it's not just over. It's not over just yet. I'm stalking you is still up, but yeah, it looks like not going to be able to pull this one out of the bag. And
GG, well played.
That is 2-0 victory for Dr. Norman over Bolsa Grande. So Dr. Norman going to move on to the semifinals in the round of 4, which will be next week. And that means Bolsa Grande is going to get knocked down to the losers bracket. They're still in this because it is a double elimination tournament.
Still excited, though, to watch it next week and how that goes for Team Dr. Norman. MVP of this game and this match definitely got to go to Permalove. Oh, my goodness. His split pushing in both games, his team fight, he just, on that Zed, on that Elise, so positively amazing.
And it looks like Permalove captured your heart right there. You were screaming his praises all game.
I absolutely. So it's happening now. I do believe that should be it for me. I think Crusader Kitten just might be taking over for me. So thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks for sticking around.
Hopefully I didn't screw things up too much. That's why, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for having me, guys.
All right, so that was Tasty Nubbins, and I'm going to have Crusader Kitten joining me in just a bit. So before that, we're going to get into our next game, which is coming up here. I'll get Crusader Kitten on the line, and then we'll start casting this together. This will be another best of 3 between, I have it somewhere here. Oh, well, apparently I don't have it right on hand where I thought I had it, but oh well, I will figure it out while I take a little bit of a break and get everything set up and get this game set up as well. So thanks for joining us. I'm Zirene. That was Tasty Nubbins. I will have Crusader Kitten with me in just a moment. So don't go anywhere, you guys. I'll get information, and we will be right back.